Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Quant Network, aka Q&T. So let's just dive in and let's start off with just checking out the top 24-hour tokens in the top 100. Q&T rising up to almost the top 25, sitting at an average price of $216 per token, up 44% almost on the 7-day span, up about almost 20% on the 24-hour span. And of course, we do see our friendly ghost Casper down there in the number 2 spot for the largest gainers as well. It's very exciting. I could not be any more happier with, Q&T and Casper doing these major moves right now. We are stacking some major bread during a bear market, which is always fun to see. And I think that this is just the start of what's to come. I honestly think that in terms of how strong Q&T has been, we could honestly see, if the news cycle is beginning. A lot of people still think that we are in a bear market, whatever the case may be. If a new cycle is beginning, we could ultimately see prices of upwards of like $1,800 to possibly even $2,000 by the end of the cycle, which is absolutely insane. But again, that's just how strong this token is. And by 2025, who knows where this token could actually be? I mean, again, price predictions only justify what you really kind of think is going to happen, but it doesn't mean that it's always going to happen. We could go much higher, we could go, lower. It does not matter at all in terms of predictions. We just look at the chart, we have our target set, and that's it. But right now, Q&T to me is a buy and lock away token, and I'm so happy that I have been locking away a ton of my Q&T. It's very exciting to see this price action, and let's talk about why we are seeing this price action. So first off, I think that initially when we started to break out back in June, I think that's when a lot of discussion around Q&T really kind of started to spark up. And a lot of people during that time thought that Q&T was going to, hit a major resistance zone, turn around, and retest much lower. A lot of people were calling $10, $20, whatever. And it was insane to see that because, again, Q&T is one of the strongest fundamental tokens in the space, especially with the lowest supply compared to, like, Bitcoin even, at 33% less supply. Like, this token is something special. And we do see over here from Greg Lund 27, worldwide Google searches for Q&T are up to 92% of what it was at the all-time high prices in 2021. Awareness growing quickly. Now, this got posted 2 days ago. By now, I'm sure that this is much higher. In fact, we could actually pull this up real quick. 1 second, guys. All right, so I have the live one over here. So we are actually seeing a nice inflow here. And if we go back, we could actually check out we'll go past 5 years. Very similar to what we are seeing here. He has this in the past 5 years. We'll go worldwide as well. So this is sparking up. I mean, as you guys do see, or I should say spiking up, sorry. And you could definitely see it comparing it to even September of 2021. Like we were at 100, and right now we are at 68. So this is pretty crazy to see. You can see where all the interest is coming from. Most of it is from Brazil. But this is great, and you can see the related, topics down here in terms of, coin market cap, all that kind of stuff. But if you wanted to really kind of look at the related ones, you can check out Q&T crypto. When you look here, again, you can really kind of see it. It's really starting to pick up, and it's funny, right? Because this is still pretty early on in terms of search trends. So I could definitely see the price action even being, ignited a little bit more. By the way, this is an underrated way of actually looking at the trends in the space. If you look up NFTs and things like that and really kind of see where it's flattening out, best time to look into something. As you guys do see, here's June 4th, for an example. Barely any discussions around it. All of a sudden, July, when it started to peak, look at this. It started to spike up. And then it just lost interest during August. Everybody thought it was dead. And then all of a sudden, boom, goes absolutely crazy. And also, we do see over here from Nava Quamfi Navas, as Q&T enters the top 30, let's look at the other ERC20 token holders. Length, 695,000 wallets. Matic, 490,000 wallets. Uniswap, whatever. 328,000 wallets. Dogecoin, 1.2 million wallets. Remember, Bitcoin has 43 million or something like that. It's insane. Q&T, only 72,000 wallets. We are still extremely early. I want you guys to understand just how early, you are into Q&T. You go and check out not only market cap wise, comparing it to Bitcoin or even Ethereum. The upside on QNT is absolutely insane. Now, a lot of people have been asking me also, real quick, just to clear this up, a lot of people have been asking me, when should I buy QNT? Is it too late to buy? Listen, buy the pullback. And a lot of people are going to say there's not going to be a pullback. There's always a pullback opportunity. Do not buy something that's up astronomically. If you want to buy it for the long term, be my guest. But again, always do it however you want to do this. And by the way, who knows what could happen next on QNT? All I know is that by the time that this video goes live, indices would have already have opened, so we might even see the negative price action after the fact. If we have dropped significantly, I'd be looking into buying the pullback, because again, the pullback would most likely be a strong one with how high we have been pumping. A lot of people think that we won't pull back, but who knows what really will happen. Also, I want to take you guys real quick back to August 15th of this year. We did see, does blockchain need an operating system? Quant Network believes so. So a lot of people are actually kind of confused on what Quant Network actually is. So a lot of people think that, okay, well, it's Quant Network, so it's just another network, another layer 1 network with fancy tokenomics, right? No, that's not the case. In fact, it's technically not even a network. Quant is, how should I put it? It's more of an operating system. Like, yeah, there is still the network aspect to it, but mainly the thing that they are, focused on is Overledger, which Overledger is an operating system. It is providing this service to the entire space to interconnect it with the legacy system. But also, it's very lucrative, because when you look at what Quant actually is, a lot of people think that's just another ERC20 token. But when you look at Quant, it's actually blockchain agnostic, meaning that it could transition from Ethereum over to a different one easily. So when we look here, we do see the summary. Blockchain interoperability is an essential investment theme to build during the crypto bear market. Quant Network believes it has the solution. Quant Network has built its Hyperledger operating system to connect all blockchain platforms with a simple one-stop shop user interface. Quant Network is targeting enterprise clients over retail with the help of Oracle. Are the red flags in Quant Network's past too much to overcome, adding to our crypto model portfolio? Read our analysis below to find out. And of course, they do talk about the overall Overledger operating system here. The OS is a unique approach to an integrated blockchain universe with a current focus on cross-border banking and payments, which is the big use cases that we want to see focused on initially. They also did mention that the metaverse will need to have a full-on interoperable tech stack below it as well, and I do believe that it does. And we do see, why do blockchains need interoperability? Because the future is one with multiple blockchains. We believe Ethereum will be the dominant blockchain, but there's plenty of room for others, especially as more blockchain use cases are created. And I do believe that Ethereum will essentially be, at some point in time, overshadowed. And I think that the gap between traditional business technology and blockchain is also a huge aspect to focus on. Here you guys have the image. Let me actually open this image in a new tab just so that you guys can see it. So this is basically what Overledger is. It's a massive gateway to the entire world. Enterprise integration, data, APIs, payments, and you do see this is all of the major enterprises over here. You could also technically say that this is what everything basically runs on, traditional systems, all that kind of stuff, and you're going to plug and play it all the way to DLTs, interconnecting the entire globe to these enterprise blockchains, but also the DLTs. And this is public over here, and this is private based ones. And you do see Ripple there, Ethereum, Bitcoin, all that kind of stuff. And then, their target customers: banks, asset managers, financial institutions, fintech developers, and tech-related enterprises by selling licenses to their Overledger operating system, which is geared towards traditional developers. And all of this is powered by, of course, QNT as a token, connecting all the world's distributed ledgers for faster, more efficient growth through a network of networks, meaning this image here. This is the operating system, and it's connecting everything. Other blockchains, public blockchains, enterprise blockchains. This is permissioned and permissionless, private and public, multi-chain apps, all of them through this. And this is going to be connected to existing networks as well. And also the legacy systems. It's a very, very incredible opportunity to be a part of this. And the use cases are substantial. Here are most of their partners, or I should say all of their partners. You do see a lot of them are big names. We always looked at, for the most part, Oracle. We also look at Nexi. I don't think Nexi is on here. At least I'm not seeing Nexi. But Nexi is also a huge one. LAC Chain. I mean, these are some of the largest names that we know of within this space, which is very exciting. And also, Going in depth on a few other things in terms of mass adoption, just a tech guy, we do see when mass adoption. You guys have LAC chain uses Hyperledger Basu to create the world's largest permissioned public blockchain. And we do see over here results more than 101 entities on the network since its launch. As of August 2022, 191 nodes deployed, more than 60 projects on LAC chain network, over 40 projects with impact on inclusion, 15 countries co-building ecosystems. This is how exciting Quant actually is. I'm telling you guys, it is absolutely insane in terms of the not only demand, but the volume and value that will move over Quant at some point in time. It is going to be a very exciting time going forward if the price action like this, during a bear market, mind you, is this exciting. And yeah, I'm definitely watching a few levels on QNT, by the way. I mean, like, we've broken out of most of the major resistance zones. I would say like the next major one would be, I mean, you're looking at like 260 some dollars, and we're not close to it yet. I mean, we're still $50, away, but we've already pumped up like $46 in one singular day, which is just crazy, especially if you look at like the 1 month span. Like $98 to $226 is just stupid if you think about it. It's just major like gains. And also, we do see over here from the chain media, QNT is the definition of value. Scalable P2P network, multi-chain oracles connect any network, treaty contracts as well. Here you guys have it. Overledger Network is a scalable P2P network with the layer 2 payment channels. Enterprise and institutional grade multi-chain oracles connect any network to any network at scale without overhead or limits. Create applications that deploy and connect across multiple blockchains, and of course treaty contracts, deploy, query, and execute multi-chain smart contracts. It is a very special project that a lot of people just don't understand in terms of the tech stack, which is totally okay, and I do think that that is why we do need a lot more education in the space, just because it is very hard to understand some of these projects. That's why I do talk about Quant a lot on this channel, just because I want you guys to understand just how big of an opportunity Quant actually is in terms of the tech stack, because at the end of the day, you could scroll through all of the top 100 tokens here, right? And a lot of these, some of them are just kind of wash, but a lot of these have some incredible use cases, and we've talked about a lot of their use cases. But the problem is that a lot of their use cases that are very lucrative and very valuable, especially long term, just won't morph into reality if they are not interconnected with the legacy systems with ease. That's why Quant's 3-line of code interoperability solution to the DLT world is something special. And I've talked about this on multiple occasions, really kind of breaking down Quant in depth. And I have been breaking down Quant in depth since the summer of 2021. No, I was not extremely early into QNT. I'm going to be fully transparent with you guys. Listen, I did not get in at $4, $5, $6. It does not matter though. Listen, we were buying this thing during this time back here, right? When it was like 30 some dollars, 40 some dollars. It was a very special opportunity that we had, and I was talking about it during this entire time. Then it really kind of peaked out, and it's doing the same thing that we seen back there, right? Where we had this nice retest, and then it started to build out, and everybody was expecting like, okay, well, this thing is surely coming back down and testing a major low. And I think people were even calling for much lower price action back then as well. And it was just like, dude, come on, like, be real with yourself. Like, things are heating up. And then we had that massive volume spike. It was about like $400 almost, or $400 million in one day almost. It was like 350 million. And then after that, we did get that sell-off. And this was the buy opportunity of a lifetime. I really do think that this was an incredible opportunity. And I think that these prices, will they ever be seen again? Who knows? But it was something special, to say the least, to watch that price action go all the way from like $30 to $40 to $400. It was a great 10x opportunity. Did I sell any? No, I didn't. I'm going to be fully transparent with you guys as well. I did not sell any of my QNT. Listen, QNT to me, I do have a trade bag right now. I will say that. I did pick up a lot more tokens this time around than I did back here. But I do have a very substantial bag that I will never touch for at least the next 5 to 10 years. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe to notifications on if you guys have more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. It's been Nick. Peace out, guys.